Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM22 story, The Head Coach, with me, Daniel. We're back today as promised with Manchester United to take part in the Club World Cup. It's the new silly expanded format with 24 teams, a group stage and all sorts. And it gets even worse than that. We'll get to the reasons why in a moment. But of course, if you did miss the last episode, it is in the eye above. Are we here as winners or runners up of the Champions League? If you don't know, you can find out by clicking that button to see the last episode from this series. If you've already seen that though and you're looking forward to this one, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. A chance to win a different type of trophy, but there's a lot of very good sides in here and we might end up facing Bayern Munich yet again. It will be spread over 2 to 3 episodes as we could end up playing 5 games in this competition, so if you want to stay up to date and see how we get on, subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. There might be job news later in the month too. We are actively looking to move on to our next club. And there was also a pretty big episode from the Hemel Save yesterday. You can find that up in the eye above, as well as the Twitch channel, the football podcast with the playoffs incoming in the EFL, and a new merchandise store where you can get 5% off everything by using Load FM5 at checkout. Finally, you can support the show as a channel member by clicking the join button down below. But this is all about the Club World Cup. The best of every continent come together. And in fact now it's not just the best, is it? One slight positive news for United, the bank balance has now gone up to the highest it's been since we've been here. But we've got to focus on River Plate, which doesn't seem the easiest draw in the Club World Cup group stages, and Al Sadd, who we should be able to get past comfortably. So let's see how we get on. A few quick admin tick box items first though. This competition finishes on the 2nd of July. We've got a player out of contract before then. It's only Kylian Mbappe, the star striker, so we might have some problems on that front. We've also, as you can see here, pretty inexplicably, got 6 players, including 5 of our regular starters, away on international duty today. Now, is this going to happen in real life? We're going to have a Club World Cup for all of the best teams in each continent to meet, and half the players be away and unavailable. I've actually left 2 further ones out the squad, younger players O'Halloran and Redmond, because they're away on international duty for everything bar the final. Lots of the others are back a week earlier and will only miss this game and possibly the Al Sadd one. But it's ridiculous. I'm sure it's not how it'll work in real life, but scheduling has kicked us in the backside. So let's get cracking with the fixtures for this one. It's going to be very difficult. Manchester City, our rivals, are there. They've won 7-0 already. Chelsea have beaten Boca Juniors, the other big Argentine side, and one of the Brazilians have got an early win too. So let's go and see how we get on. This has been held in the Czech Republic apparently. We're going to have to make changes because loads of players are away. But in the group stages, I hope our squad will be good enough. And of course, as we come back to name our 11, not only have we got 8 players unavailable due to international duty, we've got 4 others who have just come back and aren't fully fit. One who had been playing in an under-21 tournament and has a heavy match load, who's also having to play out of position today because we've got no one available. And we've got 2 fit substitutes, Emre Özcan and Marcus Rashford. Then a half-fit Casal and 3 that can't really come on. What it means today is that we've got Van der Voort in goal, the only senior goalkeeper available here. A right back is Russell Thompson, who's going to have to do a job for us. Lovic then slots into centre-half alongside Vandenberg, with Pavati out at left-back, the only first-choice player in the back 5. And Ponza and a Gumbi match in the middle. I thought about playing a Gumbi centre-half and then maybe Emre Özcan. And in fact, I might do that because of the match loads. A Gumbi centre-half, Özcan can play in midfield. Which way round do we want to do it? I'm going to go like that, I think. So Boyer's box to box and Ponza centre mid, Emre Özcan attacking mid. And then we've got Luiz on the right, Zolis on the left, Kylian Mbappe up front. And Vandenberg and Rashford are the only 2 fit subs. So we do look a little bit better in defence now. Not down the right-hand side, of course. And some of the players that are in the team aren't match fit because they've had a month since their last game too. It's just chaos. It's a terribly organised tournament. If it's anything like this in real life, it's going to be an absolute laughing stock. Let's go and get into the first of today's 2 group stage games though. We realistically need 4 points to get through. The top side from each group progresses, and then those 8 teams battle it out in the quarter-final. So let's see if we can edge closer to making ourselves one of those. So apparently that's 6 changes for us from the Champions League final. River Plate not got a manager. Argentina not playable anymore in their head coach. As we're so many years in, we've had to trim the leagues a bit. But they've still got some pretty good players. So I'll be intrigued to see how this works out. Always brilliant wonder kids in South America. We all know that by now. and I'm sure they'll have a very young side. We've got a bit of a patch together one, but they're superior quality in key positions. Will that pay off though? Let's see. Well, that's the start we were hoping for, isn't it? 14 minutes gone, Zolis is going to have to come off injured, so Rashford's not going to get much of a rest after all, as Emre Uzun puts one just wide from the edge of the box. It was on his weaker foot, wasn't the best chance in the world, but it doesn't lead to anything. Can we get that opening goal though? Rashford is now on the left wing. I was trying to rest him a bit because Mbappe's going to be gone for the last game and we need to make sure he's available. As Magno Luiz down the right to Emre Uzun. Cleared away as far as Young. I wonder if it'll be like the Champions League, where once you get out the groups, you can change the squad around a bit, because we could certainly do with it. The transfer window is open, of course, so there might be signings coming in at the same time, as Rashford goes back to Lovic. First game for us at centre-half, as Boyer, in that deeper midfield role, finds Luiz again, gets the ball into the box. Can we just get the nerve settler? Thompson into Mbappe, good block, and it's cleared away for a throw-in. But it sort of smells like it's coming now. 9 shots, only the 1 on target. Surely we can break them down eventually, as Rashford finds Amponza to Mbappe on the turn for Rashford. Still hoping he'll get a new deal, Mbappe, but it doesn't seem to be getting any closer. And I'd imagine he's going to want a wage rise, which at 34 they can't justify. As Emre Uzun gets in, he finds Mbappe, might have been offside. We're going to VAR. I think it was off to the naked eye. It was a great ball through. Emre started really well, actually, considering we weren't going to start him. But that is awarded. We've finally broken a duck, and that is going to make the rest of this half a lot more comfortable, I'm sure. On the front foot again we come. Rashford on halfway. Chance to bring it forward to Selly and Boyer. Out to Magno Luiz, inside right, up to Mbappe. Is he off again? Similar story, the goal's awarded, and for the second time, our French superstar has just broken the offside trap. He's not going to be here till the end of the tournament, but he's making the most of the time he is. Still aiming for a golden boot, I'm sure. As Mickey Lovic picks the ball up again. Through ball to Rashford. This could get very easy. Back again to Amponza. Strikes the post. It's out for a goal kick. We're turning on the style. This is going to be a big scoreline. Thompson on the right again with a throw. Advanced position to Emre. Finds Magno Luiz. Boyer from the edge has got a short ball to Amponza. In towards Rashford. It's well intercepted and cleared away for River Plate, but they don't take their chance. Pavati makes the challenge to slow it down. Lopez held up on the right, goes back to his centre-half, and now we've got 10 behind the ball again. As Minitillo finds Lopez into Veerman. I mean, it's good football, but they're going nowhere with it, and as soon as they try and get out of their own half, we press them and ultimately win the ball back. As Lopez comes over halfway, just decides to run himself and goes into a blind alley. Pavati gets it. Boyer comes forward. He can play him Mbappe on a hat-trick. Rounds the keeper. That is superb. What a finish from Kylian Mbappe. And in 32 minutes, he completes his hat-trick and wraps up a resounding United victory. As we're back less than a minute later, we're going to be seeing an awful lot of this game now. The heads have dropped for River Plate, but they're on the front foot. Soto finds Lopez. He's got an overlap. Goes back to Veerman instead. They had a real chance to get a shot away there. They might still, as Capetti goes back to Piero. Plays a 1-2. It's nice football, this. Soto picks it up. 2 inside of him. Juarez is one of them. Beats his man with ease into the box. Forced wide and it's blocked with a cross. Excellent from Russell Thompson. When you consider he's not a fullback, he's done a stellar job there. And Lovic can bring the ball away. Out to the right-hand side to Magno Luiz. We're so ruthless on the counter-attack. That one's back to Emre Uzun. He takes on to himself. Plays down the right to Magno Luiz again. He gets to the byline. Mbappe's in the middle. Up for the header. Lays it down for Rashford. And we're going to have another VAR check. Is it for or is it offside? The goal is being checked. Offside is awarded. It stays 3. 10 minutes to the break. Well, it's finally calmed down a bit. Half time, 3-0 thanks to Mbappe's hat-trick. The late one ruled out for offside. It could have been even better. No shots for River Plate. They've had opportunities. They've kept the ball well. They've not taken them. Into the second half, let's hope we can keep it comfortable. As with nearly 10 minutes gone in the second period, Escura's got it as centre-half for River Plate. They don't seem in a rush to get forward. Maybe it's damage limitation for them, I don't know. As here he plays at the back to Leclerc, who goes long downfield. Comfortably to Agumbi. There's no one even pressing our defence, which is a good job because we've got no centre-halves in the team. And Agumbi just brings it out to halfway. Finds Emre Uzun and Amponza. Rashford over the top. It's just overhit. Luiz wasn't getting there. Another long ball forward. Another one straight to Agumbi, who's basically playing as an auxiliary playmaker at the minute. That'll suit him as a midfielder anyway, as Boyer plays a 1-2 with him. He's got a chance to bring it forward. They're not in a rush though. They're being composed. They're waiting for the right chance, dragging people out of position. Agumbi finds Mbappe into Rashford. There's no offside this time. That's a stunning goal. 4-0 Manchester United lead. We can start to think about resting people. First of which will be Boyer, who's tired, and he'll be replaced in a minute by Vandenberg. Might need to adjust the team for that. Or in fact, I could just go back to Agumbi in midfield and Vandenberg at centre-half. Let's see out this bit first though. It's a long kick forward. It's terribly defended. Peralta gets it on the left-hand side. Cross in for Piero. And he goes wide again. It's back to Veerman on the edge. Shots in. First shot, first goal for River Plate. 59 gone, 4-1. Let's make our change and get back on track. We're past the hour mark now. The sub has been made and Thompson has a throw by the right. And Ponza away to Vandenberg. He's playing centre-half and he's somehow up there. Back to Lovic. Not sure what's going on positionally here. Lovic into Emre. It's too easy. Back to Agumbi again. He finds Lovic. Agumbi. And Ponza. Thompson. Shoots from distance. Good save, Leclerc. Corner kick United. No big guns up there though. So I'm not sure that we'll be scoring headers from these. It's a right-footed corner. In-swinger from Mbappe. Up to the back post as always. Vandenberg's up. Escura heads clear. Emre will recycle. From the right-hand side. Got acres of space. Gives it to Lovic, who plays a 1-2 with him. Eventually being forced backwards to Amponza. Into Magno Luiz. Mbappe from the edge. Emre Uzun into Agumbi. Great opportunity. But he's straight at the keeper. And it remains just 4-1. As here we are again with Mbappe. A quarter of the game to go. Lays it wide to Luiz on the right. There's only two of them up there. But Mbappe's been found. He's absolutely superb today. But that one, he spooned over the bar. I'm going to give Amponza a little rest now. Casal's half fit. And I'm sure can do 15 minutes for us. I'm not sure how many subs you're allowed to make, to be honest. I think it's just the 3. As Luiz has it on the right. By the byline again. Back to Russell Thompson. Into the box he goes. Deflects up in the air. Leclerc just about holds it. Could have been an embarrassing one, that. He's got the ball in goal. If they get a second back, it might actually get a bit nervy. It's a long ball forward. Agumbi wins it. Emre finds Luiz. Over the top towards Rashford. The defender deals with it well. And Lopez can get it away down the right-hand side. Not really got anyone to play to, so he's going to have to go himself here. 2 players converge and slide on him. And it's back to Vandenberg. He finds Amponza. All the way back to Van der Voort. Time on the ball. Gives it to Vandenberg again. Are we going to see a chance from this? It's been going for ages. Up to Rashford and Mbappe. Through to Rashford again. He's 1-on-1. Goes for the shot. And it's 5-1. It's a super finish. But it's all a little bit too easy. Third change is about to be made. We can just enjoy the last quarter of an hour. Well, it looks like 5-1 is going to be the final score. It's gone a little bit quiet since. 1 minute of stoppage time remaining, and we're back with Agumbi in midfield, pulling the strings again. Magno Luiz to Mbappe. It's a sliding challenge that wins it from Casal, and it goes to the right to Magno Luiz. Here he is by the corner flag. Back to Emre Uzun. Luiz to Emre. Into the box, it's overhit. Falls for Pavati on the left. Just 40 seconds remaining. Agumbi finds Casal. Back to Agumbi again. Are we going to get that cherry on the top? One more chance. Vandenberg to Luiz at the back post. Headed away as far as Peralta. He'll come down the left, but I can't see much change in here. He gets his way down the line. Russell Thompson tracking him all the way, but he finds Piero in 1-on-1. Piero hits the post. It's out for a goal kick. River Plate finally have an attack. But in the 93rd minute at 5-1, it's too little too late. We comfortably won this game, and I can't imagine Al Sadd will pose any more of a threat. Back in a minute to find out if they do. Well, fitness test time. Emmanuel Yakubu has come back from international duty injured. We need to hope a couple of the others are fit, or we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Let me very quickly take you via the job centre though, because we have applied for a job. We talked about wanting our last move to be either Barcelona or Bayern, because they're the 2 sides who could win the Champions League, maybe even AC Milan, the dominant forces. But it looks like we might have to do it the other way. Because some of the sides who should be up there, who are struggling a bit, are the ones where the jobs are coming up. And the biggest one is Real Madrid. They've just finished 3rd in La Liga, and they have been struggling for a few years now. You can see second, third. They haven't won it at all since the first season of the save. And if we look at their senior squad, they've got an aging Vinicius. They've got 1 or 2 world-class players in the shape of Rija, the centre midfielder, who's worth 100 million. And they've also got this guy, who's 31 now, worth 100 million too. They've got a few experienced players, but there's not a lot of great quality in this team. and it'd be a very big job for them to catch Barca, which would largely hinge on a German striker who can't finish. So I'm intrigued to see if we could get that job and actually start a bit of a rebuilding rather than going straight into a top side. And with Real Madrid, of course, the rewards are great if you're able to do it. So that looks the most likely destination for what will probably be our final job of the series. But for now, let's get through to the fixtures because we play Al Sadd. A draw will be enough, but ideally we'd like to get another victory. So we're going to get through it, see how many players are fit, and hopefully have a strong 11 to name. At least one centre-half starting would be nice too. A quick problem. No one's fit. We've got 4 players who have got a green or yellow condition. The rest are all orange, so might have to rethink this, but this is going to be a disaster. We need Al Sadd to be very weak. Well, what a pathetic situation, really. Nobody's fit. I don't know how this has happened, because 4 days after, we should have recovered a bit. I've basically gone for backups in the unfit areas because I want to protect the strongest players, prevent injuries for the season. And then where people are fit, we've just fit them in. So we've got Sancho in the number 10 who's fit. Casal is fairly fit in centre mid. Vandenberg at left back the same. And then Benjamin at centre half and Van der Voort in goal are going to have to do a lot of the legwork. The rest of the team, well, Lovic at right back, Bordanelli's the other centre back. We've got Agumbi in the middle, Magno Luiz and Russell Thompson the wingers. And Marcus Rashford isn't too unfit up front, so hopefully he can do a job as well. I've never seen anything like it. If we don't win this game in the first half, there might be trouble yet, and we thought the job was done. Well, you saw it was 6 changes for us. They've only actually got 6 subs. They've got Gonzalo Villa in centre midfield, Dope Mascara at the back, 2 very good players. The rest of them, of course, we don't recognise. We need to get on top. If we can get to half time and we're 3 or 4 up, I'm just going to go for tiki-taka, keep the ball, have a training session. We need to save some legs. Into the first half we go. Please let us get on top quick. As here comes Benjamin at the back. Plays to Mickey Lovic at centre half to Jadon Sancho. One of the few who's got energy to burn here. Beats his man despite the attempt at a foul and gets to the byline. It's back to Casal. Headed clear as far as Benjamin and he wins it back for Casal again. To Lovic, to Casal, to Agumbi, to Casal, to Thompson. Supports there. Casal finds it in Rashford. To Agumbi and Magno Luiz. Casal through. Rashford's in. We needed that. Give me 2 or 3 more of those in the first 15 minutes and then we can just play keep ball for the rest. Well, it hasn't worked out like that as we're back with 12 minutes gone and Al Sadd are in possession. Zakaria has it to Mascara and Villa. Over the top, Bordanelli deals with it. And to be fair, this level of fitness should be okay for half an hour as Rashford gets himself in, not got the legs anymore to get in behind and win the leg race. As Sancho, his ball through is blocked. Almari will clear it downfield. To his namesake by the looks of it. Up towards Hassan, Mickey Lovic wins it back, releases Russell Thompson. Takes on his man, he's got 2 inside, Sancho's one of them. We need scoring boots on for him and Rashford. It's up to Magno Luiz at the back post. And the good save goes back to Marcus Rashford. Give me one more and we can change the way we play. Already Lovic and Luiz are in a situation where I'd normally consider subs. Now so are Thompson, Agumbi and Bordanelli. It's a nightmare really, but we're still on the front foot. Thompson finds Lovic to Casal and Thompson to Agumbi. That is 3-0. Right, we're going to do it now. We're going to drop to a positive mentality and we're just going to play keep ball. And I mean genuine keep ball. Play as short as possible. Play as low tempo as possible. Dribble less, I think, is an accurate one. I know that doesn't help with the players we've got on. We're going to slow the pace down. We're going to hold our shape. I might even time waste, you know. Let's get the ball on the pitch as little amount of time as possible. We're not going to press that often. In fact, we're not going to press at all. This is about preventing injuries because it's an unsafe situation to be playing in, quite frankly. And I've done everything I possibly can to make sure these lads are protected. 75 minutes to go. We've got the 3-0 win already. Now let's make sure we keep everyone fit enough. Well, 5 minutes to the break. We've got a corner kick. It's been a very quiet half an hour as the only 2 fit players combine there. Sancho puts the corner in. Benjamin bullet header at the back post. It's 4-0. We did have a disallowed goal after a long passing move earlier in the half. But there's not been much in it since it went 3-0. But we've fought, we've wrapped up the game comfortably. And now my decisions are basically who we take off in the second half. I want to get to the hour mark and then we're going to make the 3 subs. And look, we're virtually there now. So, Magno Luiz is the most tired, but he's also someone I don't need as much in the next games. So I'm going to go for a Gumby who's in an absolute state. He's going to be replaced by Emre Uzun. Who else are backups in this team? We've got Hannibal, who can come on for Thompson or Louise. Let's just do Louise, because we don't want people to break down. Rashford is someone we should keep on. We can play Mbappe next week, so I'll find Thompson off. But there's no one to come on for him. I'm going to bring Sonny Pavati on because he was the fittest. We'll go Sancho on the right, Hannibal in the middle. We'll put Vandenberg in front of Pavati. That should be it for the rest of the game. We're comfortably winning anyway. Now let's just make sure we keep the ball and get over the line with as few injuries as possible. You can see the difference in the stats as we're back with 20 to go, and we might have a penalty there. I think it was just outside the box. We've only actually had 10 shots in this game because we've just really taken our foot off the gas. It's going to be a free kick. It's no penalty. And Sancho, unfortunately, doesn't get the chance to make it 5. Though we could still score from it. We've been dominant in the air. Rashford delivers to the back post. Benjamin's up again. Tipped onto the post. It's a world-class save in fairness. And it'll be a corner kick as we edge into the 70s. It's going to be taken by Sancho. Benjamin will be there with his threat again. But it's headed away by Mascara. Hannibal will recycle. But the chance goes begging. It's up to Benjamin again. Still forward. Nothing doing though. 7 minutes left on the clock. There's some people in absolutely awful condition out there. As Hassan wins it a left back from Sancho. Big ball downfield as far as Pavati. He goes back to Benjamin. To Bordenelli. Benjamin could be the star of this tournament because he's the only fully fit player as Vandenberg plays it to Rashford, still on his hat-trick. Wide to Pavati on the left. 3 in the middle if he can find them. One of them's Jadon Sancho. And he does the cheeky little flick to put it in for 5. He's had a good game in fairness. He's not going to be part of the first team squad if I'm here next year. But he's done his bit for now. 5-0. We win the game comfortably. But the fact we were playing with those players in that physical condition is an utter joke to football. Let's tell everyone it was good work. Hopefully we get a few back soon. But I don't know who's fit for the next game. We'll find out in the next episode. Let's see who we'll be facing in the quarterfinals. Well, we haven't found out who we're going to get in the quarters. There's still plenty of group games to go. So we'll leave that as a surprise. It could be Real Madrid, the side that we're hoping to be managing in a couple of weeks' time. We're through to the quarterfinals. We're going to go and rest people from training. I'm not sure what difference it makes at this point. And we will be back for the quarterfinal of the Club World Cup. I've no idea what day it's taking place. I think in 3 or 4 days' time. Let's have a quick look at the schedule to confirm it. It should be the 25th, and that bodes pretty well actually, because the group stages, we're going to finish earlier on. We've played in the first 2 games, and the third one will be between the other 2 sides. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. If you did enjoy this episode, 2 comprehensive wins, please do put a thumbs up on it. Let me know what you think of the organisation chaos, the lack of fitness, the players being on international duty at the time of the Club World Cup. It's all just carnage, but we've got through and we're still in it. We've still got a chance to win it before we move on. If you want to stay up to date and find out if we do, subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. Let me know what you think of the prospect of the Madrid job, because it is a bit of a rebuilding work there. It's not a fully finished article and there's 2 stronger teams. So there'll be work to be done there to rebuild the Galacticos, and we would be reliant on a director of football. In the meantime though, you can find yesterday's Hemel episode in the eye above. It was a massive one, as tomorrow's episode will be. There's also links up there to the Twitch channel, the football podcast and the new merchandise store too. Remember to use the code at checkout before the 7th of May. And of course we'll be back here in a couple of days' time to continue our Club World Cup run. But in the meantime, yesterday's Hemel episode is above my head now. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you here again next time.